Hi, my name is Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Animaticon 2016 with Mr. Brent Filipkowski. Thank you. So how did you get started in the world of conventions?
I actually started 2005. I attended OhioCon for the first time, and it was fun. But I mean, I thought that there needed to be more to it. It seemed like it wasn't community based. It was bigger than it should have been at that point in time. Like I don't know. It didn't seem like there's a whole lot to do, but I had fun.
Alrighty. So Animaticon has a large collection of cosplayers, voice actors, and makeup artists. How is that lineup chosen to best represent the anime convention community?
Well, I mean, with conventions, I mean, I've been, like, this year alone, I think we've marketed to 20 of them at least. Everything you see, I mean, yeah, you have the voice actors and stuff, but the big thing is the cosplays. I mean, you see amazing costumes, amazing people wearing the costumes. It's just beautiful. So we really wanted to be that convention that really focused on that and bring some of the voice actors in and stuff to have some fun with, you know, and have a great time. But we really wanted to focus heavily on the costumes.
Alrighty. And Animaticon is working towards to make sure that every county in Ohio has the resources to help people with autism. What was the decision based on that, and how did that all come about?
Well, it's actually because that's how Animaticon got started. I have two nephews with autism, and we want to make sure that, you know, like especially my nephews and other children, you know, in the area are actually getting the things that they need between therapy. You know, if they need an iPad because of the sensory things that help them, you know, balance out stuff, like my nephew, for example. We want to make sure that they have resources to get those things. So when I left a previous convention, I said, you know, let's do something different. Let's do something that's not around here. Let's actually have a bigger purpose, and that's where this all came about.
Alrighty, and recently you've made some pretty good impressions in the cosplay community yourself, playing Salvador from Borderlands. How has it been for the fan reaction? On top of that, you got Mr. Torque to do some voice acting for you.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting, and also John Swayze actually requested that I come to one of his panels as Salvador so he could do his favorite Salvador line. Yeah. That was removed from the game, but I mean, it was just amazing. And you know, picking up sponsors with it and stuff's just been amazing. I mean, I'm a huge Borderlands fan, especially Salvador. It just kind of went hand in hand that for years, I go to cons, people go, "Oh my God, do you cosplay Salvador? Because you look just like him." And I was like, "No, but I know who he is and I know the game." So then finally I gave in. I was like, "You know what? Let's just do it." And we put probably about 6 months into putting everything together, cell shading and everything, and it's been phenomenal. I'm shocked with just the response I get when I go to shows. I mean, Ian St. Clair looked at me and he was like, "Dude, that Band-Aid's it's paint, but oh my God, it is dead on." Yeah.
Ian's a fun guy. So tell us about the message of Animaticon and what do fans know about this convention? I mean, it's still first year, and but it's got a lot of nice press, a lot of great voice that reached out to a lot of people in different communities. So what was it like having Animaticon get its message out so early, even before the con started?
It was a lot of work. Coming from a background with bands and stuff, you know, I know about marketing, so I wanted to make sure that people knew who we were. Because, you know, the big thing with any convention is starting up, you know, you want to get your name out there. Right. And, you know, I get people go, "Wait, you guys are first year?" And it's like, well, yeah, it's just we've put a lot of time into dedicating ourselves to making sure that we put on the best show possible. And that's really what we want to do, because we want to be able to allow anyone who wants to come to a convention to be able to come to a convention.
Alrighty, and again, we've been talking so much about autism and its wonderful associations that we have. We have Autism Rocks and the Make It Fit Foundation. So what was it like when those two foundations came to you and said, "Let's work together on making a really great Animaticon"?
Well, actually, I went to them.
Right.
And I told them, I said, "Hey, look, you know," I told them the story with my nephews and stuff, and Make It Fit had already been helping my nephew. And so I said, I want to do something different. This is what I want to do. And they're like, "Well, we don't really know anything about that." I said, "Well, that's where I come in." Mm-hmm. You know, I'm telling you that there's a market here. There's nothing really like this that really heavily focuses on, you know, autism alone, you know, and raising money for it. And, you know, since we started, I've kind of kept them up to date on things. And I mean, GameStop reaching out to us and everything was phenomenal. I mean, I've been shocked. And actually, I got an email just the other day from Lady Beard's like manager for their band about like, "Hey, you know, they'd love to come to your show." And I was like, "Well, we're like 2 weeks from, and like, you know, I can't do it last minute because we've already got schedule done." So I mean, seeing, you know, the charities out there and people recognizing them now is phenomenal, because I mean, they are local. They're not, you know, they're not like these big corporate ones. They're in the community and they're ran by parents of kids with autism, so that makes it even better.
That's awesome because I myself suffer from SLD, and I have another family member who's autistic as well, so it's really cool. So when fans come next year to Animaticon, what can we expect? What's in the works that Brett's got on the table that he really wants fans to know about at this time?
Man, there's so much. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've been looking out at things, and I'm like, we could do this different, or we could just add this. And I mean, if you've caught the opening ceremonies, I mean, it wasn't the cut and dry normal thing. It was lip syncing, cosplayers. Basically wrestling entrances from the guests. Caitlin Barr throwing glitter because we couldn't give her a confetti cannon because we really wanted to give her a confetti cannon. So maybe that's what we're gonna do next year is give Caitlin Barr a confetti cannon. Who knows? But I wouldn't mind doing it.
Alrighty, now, is there any way for all of the wonderful fans to keep up with Animaticon? I know we have an awesome Facebook page, we have an awesome Twitter page. Any other ways that we can keep up with Animaticon online?
There's so many. There's several. So Twitter, it's just Animaticon. Facebook is Animaticon. We'll have a new event page coming up as we start rolling things out. And then also, if you guys use Periscope at all, and it's going to be a self-plug. If you look up Ohio Berserker, which is myself, I constantly do a lot of stuff for Animatic through the Periscope, which is just live, recordings and stuff. And I would also recommend Wes, the portrait dude, because he's been Facebook streaming all weekend, almost every event that he's like photographing for us, which I love it. So we'll be getting those all onto the Facebook and stuff as well, so people can actually see what happened here.
Alrighty, thanks so much for coming out and talking with us. And any other last message you want to get out to all the wonderful people that might be watching right now?
If you weren't here, I'm sorry, but make sure you're here next year.
Thanks so much, Brett. It's been fun.